Former President Donald Trump continues to handle the disappointing midterm results with calm maturity. No, I'm just kidding. He completely lost it. On Thursday, Trump posted this on Truth Social. Ron came up to me. This is talking about Ron DeSantis here, specifically, who is now being floated as a top 2024 contender after he did very, very well in these midterm elections, while Trump's picks, of course, did terrible, overwhelmingly bad. So here's what he said. Ron came to me in a desperate shape in 2017. He was politically dead, losing in a landslide. Ron had low approval, bad polls, no money, but he said that if I would endorse him, he would win. When I endorsed him, it was as though, to use a bad term, a nuclear weapon went off. I also fixed his campaign, which had completely fallen apart. DeSantis is an average Republican governor with great public relations who didn't have to close up his state, but did, unlike Republican governors. The fake news asks him if he's going to run, if President Trump runs, weirdo referring to himself in third person, and says, I'm only focused on the governor's race. I'm not looking into the future. Well, in terms of loyalty and class, that's really not the right answer. This is just like 2015 and 2016, a media assault, collusion. When Fox News fought me to the end until I won, then they couldn't have been nicer or more supportive. News Corp, which is Fox, the Wall Street Journal, and the no longer great New York Post, is all in for Governor Ron DeSanctimonious. Again, using that terrible nickname. Like, what are you doing? Who came up with that? Honestly, it's really bad. It is not a good nickname. I know.
I know words. I have the best words.
He has the best words, though. What are you talking about? All right. So, look, substantively, he does have a point where he is correct in the fact that Fox News was definitely not for Donald Trump while he was running in the primary. But then later on, of course, like the rest of the Republican Party, turned around to kiss his ass after he won. So, look, here's the thing, though. I told you yesterday when this had happened after the disappointing midterms, Republicans are hyenas. They're ready to turn on you, on Trump specifically, and metaphorically shiv him in the back. And look, they've always been waiting for this opportunity. It's not like Donald Trump was well liked among the Republican establishment. Look, the only win that he has actually done for, the Republicans and the donor class specifically is tax cuts for the rich, but then didn't do anything else. In fact, he completely bungled COVID. So you had all these people that are sitting there waiting, they're biding their time. And now Trump's hurt. There's blood in the water. And they're about to rip each other apart. There's a feeding frenzy. Oh boy. So now there's more. He didn't just attack Ron DeSantis, but he's also turning his guns on other Republicans that literally didn't have anything to do with anything that happened. In fact, here's what he said against Glenn Youngkin earlier today. Youngkin, now that's an interesting take. Sounds Chinese, doesn't it? Yes. Here's some casual, I guess, racism thrown in. In Virginia, couldn't have won without me. I endorsed him, did a very big Trump rally for him telephonically. Got MAGA to vote for him, or he couldn't have come close to winning. But he knows that and admits it. Besides having a hard time with the Dems in Virginia, but he'll get it done. So again, that's the Donald Trump way that he goes and attacks people. I made him, and now because I made him, remember Glenn Youngkin, what Daddy Trump did for you. You're having a hard time right now. Remember what I did for you. You should be here for me. You'll get it done, though. Only because I helped you. Wow, baby. Sad. It's really funny, though. Because, look, He's tearing the party apart. And I love it. I mean, we all love it. Look, he also, by the way, on True Social, talking about the, once again, disappointing midterm results, he says, I'm not angry. Oh, really? For those many people that are being fed the fake narrative from the corrupt media that I am angry about the midterms, don't believe it. I'm not at all angry. Did a great job. At what? I wasn't the one running, and am very busy looking into the future. Remember, I am a stable genius. Yes, he literally said that. I'm a stable genius. Good God. I'm not angry, though. I'm not angry, and I'm very stable. That is something that, you know, somebody who is obviously angry and not stable, yes, they would say something like that. I mean, come on, man. The copium, right? Cope and seethe. Cope and seethe. I'm not angry. I'm a very stable genius. He's losing his mind. Like, you know, I remember on election night that the right wing was expecting a meltdown. Well, they got one. There's your meltdown. Right there. It's happening. Right before your eyes. But look, one more thing. There's two former senior White House officials who still advise Donald Trump. They talked to ABC News. And this is on Thursday night. And said that this is the weakest Donald Trump has been politically that they have seen him. His overreaction, one said, against DeSantis is making it even worse. Well, that's because he sees Ron DeSantis as a threat. Ron DeSantis had a pretty good night. Donald Trump, not so good. Another top aide added, quote, unhinged. Unhinged. This is not going to work for him. What did you expect? Honestly. Look, again, the whole situation is reminiscent of The Lion King, oddly enough, right? Donald Trump is basically like Scar, but dumber. And the establishment's Republicans, they're the hyenas. That's it. This is a fight now. It's on. Again, Donald Trump has already threatened to release some sort of dirt he alleges to have on Ron DeSantis. So, DeSantis, by the way, now he could respond to this. He has not responded to this. And he doesn't have to, because he's got Fox News, he's got Ben Shapiro, he's got Candace Owens, he's got all the Murdoch press, party leaders. He's got so many other people on his side. And so, again, you've got all these different outlets basically saying Trump's the future, or Trump's the past. We're going to move to the future. DeSantis is the future. That said, I'm not counting Donald Trump out. No. He still has a lot of the base. Trump supporters in Florida, for example, were asked DeSantis or Trump in 2024. You know what they said? They said Trump all the way. So this is going to set up a very, very interesting fight. Trump is going to run. He's still going to make his announcement on the 15th, whatever that is. Again, we're assuming that is him saying, I'm going to run for office. I'm going to run for election for my third term, or for my third try at getting elected. So he's going to run. But then you also have DeSantis, who is also very, very likely going to run. And the reason that I say that is because there's so much pressure on him now. The entire Republican establishment is looking at Ron DeSantis going, run. You gotta run. You gotta run. And if he has any sort of presidential aspirations, which I know he does, he's gonna run. He has to. He has to. If he doesn't, he'll be labeled and remembered the biggest coward in the Republican Party. He'll never get over it. He'll never get past that. He'll never have another chance. He has to run. And so here we have Ron DeSantis and pretty much the entire Republican establishment against Donald Trump and the base, and of course, whatever ass kissers and bootlickers Trump has left. And you know it's going to be dirty. They're going to all rip each other's faces off.